Today we'll be focusing on our root chakra flow, located at the base of the spine. If you're feeling anxious or overwhelmed and you need to chill out, this will help ground you and connect you with the earth's energy. Balancing your root chakra will provide a sense of stability and deeper connection with spiritual and ancestral energies, which will in turn nurture your sense of belonging and increase your self-esteem. There are many ways to achieve this balance, and yoga can help tremendously. This flow is meant to be slow and meditative, allowing us to really go inward, focus on our breath, and connect with the energy as it moves through our body. Let's begin by coming into easy pose, crossing our legs, placing our hands at our knees, just feeling the ground supporting us beneath us, and breathing deep into our bellies. Really feeling that expansion as the breath enters our nostrils and goes deep into our lungs. And we open mouth, exhale, sighing it out. Really pushing out all of that stagnant energy that's been built up over the week. Before we breathe in again into our nostrils, feeling the coolness of the air as it enters and encapsulates our bodies. And then feeling the warmth as the air exits. Let's just take a moment here to go inward. And think of our intention for coming to practice today. If you don't have an intention, I offer you the intention of grounding and becoming one with the earth. Now let's take an inhale as our neck drops down to our chin. And we're going to roll our ear towards our shoulder. And exhale as your neck drops back, opening up that throat chakra. And allowing your ear to roll over to the other shoulder. And inhaling as you make your way back around. And just continue in this motion, rolling your neck, really opening up and connecting with that breath. Breathing deeply in through your nose and rounding back and exhaling through your mouth. Go ahead and reverse the roll. Whichever way you were going before, let's try the opposite direction. Remembering to connect with that breath. Sitting up nice and tall, let's bring our hands to the side and face our palms up as we inhale, bringing our hands above our heads to meet, looking up at the heavens. Inhale. And as we exhale, allow that right hand to rest on your left knee as the left hand comes behind you for support. And from here, we're going to inhale to lengthen our spine. And when we exhale, let's twist a little deeper into that left side and sending our gaze over our left shoulder. Let's breathe here. Inhale both hands high to the sky. Now we're sending that left hand to our right knee as our right hand goes behind us for support. Inhaling here to lengthen the spine. Exhaling, twisting a little deeper as we gaze over our right shoulder. Breathe here. Inhale both hands high into the sky. As you exhale, send your right forearm to the mat and your left hand goes over your head, really stretching out that left side body. Pull your elbow towards your ear to really open up that chest. Inhale back to center. Exhale now that left forearm down to the mat, sending that right arm over top of your side body. Really stretching those fingertips as far as you can to the left. Inhale back to center. Sit up high on your sit bones and fold from your waist down to the center, bringing your chest closer to the earth. Allowing your head to be the last thing to drop. Slowly walk your hands back and sit upright as we make our way into a tabletop position. Making sure our wrists are directly beneath our shoulders and our knees are directly beneath our hips. And from here, we're going to bend our backs, sending our gaze up and our tailbones to the sky. Inhaling for cow. Rounding out our spine, sending our gaze to our thighs. We're exhaling for cat. Inhaling for cow. Really stretching through that tailbone. Exhaling for cat, releasing everything, grounding our hands to the mat. We're going to take a couple of these at your own pace, remembering to sync our breath to our movement. And let's meet at a neutral spine. From here, we're going to take our right hand, lift it up to the sky, and exhale as it loops underneath of the left arm. Our right ear and shoulder come flat to the mat. Send that left hand behind your back for a twist, shining our chest up towards the sky. Just breathe here. Untwist that arm, press it into the mat, sending the right hand back up to the sky and letting it meet the left. Now we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So inhale that left hand high into the sky. Exhale as it loops underneath of the right. The left ear and shoulder comes to the mat. As that right hand comes behind us, grabbing onto our thigh, as our shoulder twists out towards the sun. And just breathe. Sending that hand back to the mat and that left hand back up into the sky and then down beside the right. Let's go ahead and tuck our toes and send our knees about 2 inches off the mat. Holding here to activate our core and breathing. Go ahead and drop your knees and untuck your toes. Send your knees out as wide as the mat as your big toes come to touch and your hips go back into a child's pose. Stretching your fingers as far as you can to the front of the mat and allowing your third eye to graze the ground. We're just breathing here in this restorative position. Really take your time to recognize the support you're receiving from the ground beneath you and tune into that connection as you breathe. On your next inhale, make your way back up into your tabletop position. Go ahead and tuck your toes and send your hips up and back, coming into our first downward dog of the day. Really grounding through those hands, sending your chest towards your thighs, inhaling to go onto your toes, exhaling, sending those heels down towards the mat. Maybe pedaling out each leg, opening up those hamstrings. Tiptoe your toes behind your wrist. Come into a forward fold at the top of your mat. Slight bend in your knees as your chest falls heavy onto your thighs. Option to grab onto your elbows and just let your body sway from side to side. Letting your head fall, letting gravity do its thing. Sending your hands down to the mat, straightening your legs. Let's inhale into a half fold. Exhale back into your forward fold. Inhale as you slowly rise one vertebrae at a time, allowing your head to be the last thing to come up. Inhale your arms high above your head. Exhale, coming into a slight back bend. And inhaling back up to the sky. Put your hands together in prayer position, slowly bringing them down to your heart space. And breathe here. Feeling the energy we've cultivated so far. Feeling the ground beneath you. Imagining roots growing from the bottom of your feet down to the core of the earth, keeping you still and balanced, and remembering our intention of grounding and connecting with nature. Inhale your hands up and fold forward as you come into a plank on your mat. Gently lower yourself down to the mat while keeping your elbows tucked to your sides. Untuck your toes and push up into an upward dog. Shining your chest forward, relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale here. Exhale, pressing your hips back and up into a down dog. Inhale that right leg high up behind you. Bend your knee as you exhale, sending your foot between your hands. Really checking the alignment of your posture, making sure your knee is directly over your ankle, so it's the right angle. Inhaling to gaze forward. Exhaling here. And on the next inhale, sending your hands high above your head and coming into a high lunge. And inhaling your hands high into the sky. And exhaling, opening your arms as if you're holding a large beach ball. Inhaling here. And on the exhale, spiraling out your hands in your back foot. Coming into Warrior Two. Keeping that strong gaze over your right middle finger and checking the alignment of your back hand. Standing strong and firm in this pose, grounding your feet to the mat. Inhale, bringing that right elbow to our right knee and sweeping that left hand over our head, stretching it towards the front, feeling that side body stretch. And on the next inhale, we're going to reverse the warrior, keeping that front knee bent, sending the right hand now over our side body. And now spiral both hands down to the mat, sending that right leg high to the mat. Come back into plank and going through our chaturanga. Up dog and exhale to down dog. Sweeping that left leg high into the sky, bending that knee and sending it through between your hands. Again, checking your formation here as you inhale, bringing both hands high into the sky. Inhale and exhale, holding the beach ball. Inhale to stretch up. Exhale, spiraling out your hands and your foot, coming into Warrior Two. Gazing over that left middle finger. Inhale that left elbow to the left knee, sweeping that right hand over your head. Then reversing and sending the left hand over your head. Then spiraling both arms down to the mat as we send the left leg high and down, coming into our plank, lowering ourselves down to the mat, up to cobra, and exhaling to down dog. We're going to send our right leg up and high behind us. Bend that knee and send your foot through between your hands. We're going to send that left knee down to the mat and untuck that left toe. Our gaze goes forward as we inhale, bringing our hands above our heads, really sinking into this lunge, opening up those hips. Breathing here. Making sure our knee is directly over our ankle. Exhale both hands down to the mat. And on the next inhale, we're going to send that right hand high up into the sky for a twist. Really opening up our chest here. And if it's within your practice, go ahead and bend that left foot and grab it with your right hand for a little extra stretch. Don't forget to breathe. Release that foot, sending your hands to frame the right foot. I'm going to untuck the left toe, come off of the knee as we send that right leg back high into the sky and then down to meet the left. Come down into your plank, go through your chaturanga. Inhale for up dog, exhale into down dog. Sending that left leg high this time, bending that knee and sending the foot through to be framed by the hands. Lowering your right knee, we're going to sink into the lunge on the opposite side. Inhaling our hands high into the sky. Really allowing our hips to sink down low. Bringing that left hand high and staying here if you want, or reaching back to grab that right foot for a little extra stretch. Don't forget to breathe. Releasing that right foot, bringing both hands back to frame the left. Untuck the right toes and send that left foot back up and high into the sky and then down to the mat. Coming back into our plank, inhaling for upward dog, exhaling into down dog. Really feeling into that down dog. Inhaling to go up on your toes, walking your toes to the front of the mat. Digging into this forward fold. Maybe a slight bend in your knees. The top of your head hanging heavy as you allow your blood to flow in a new direction. Slowly rising one vertebrae at a time, allowing your head to be the last thing to come up, sweeping our hands up to the sky, exhaling down our prayer hands to our chest. Send your feet as wide as the mat and point your toes to each corner. Keeping your hands in prayer position, slowly lower down towards the mat. Firmly pressing your palms together, interlock your elbows to the insides of your knees and press outwards. Feel the stretch in your hips. Sending your tailbone to the ground and lengthening in your spine. Breathe here in Malasana, bringing our bodies closer to the earth and strengthening our lower backs. And slowly come back into a full seat. As you stretch your legs out in front of you, shake out your knees. Lengthen your spine. As you inhale, your hands above your head. Fold forward at your waist, flexing your toes towards you, allowing your chest to come towards your knees. Grab onto your calves or your feet if that's available to you. And just stretch here. Slowly walk your hands back up your thighs. Come into a full seat as you bring your left leg into your right thigh. Inhale your arms high into the air as you stretch down and reach towards your right calf or foot. If you want, you can spiral your body out to the side to feel an even deeper side stretch. And breathe here. Slowly walk your hands back up. And we're going to switch sides. So bring your right leg into your left inner thigh. Inhale up. Exhale as you fold towards your foot. Remembering to bring your chest towards your knee. And again, spiraling your body towards the right if you want to get that right side body stretch. Slowly walking your hands back up. Let's come down onto our backs slowly. Raising our hips, slowly lowering back down from the top of our backs to our waist, to make sure our tailbone is flat to the mat. Bringing our right foot into our chest and sending our left leg out long. Let's now use our right hand to bring our right knee towards our right armpit, opening up our hips. Then using our left hand to grab the right knee and bring it across your body. Teeing out our arms, sending our gaze over our right shoulder, sinking into this stretch. When you're ready, bring that right leg right back across your body, sending it down beside the left. Now bringing the left leg up to your chest, then using that left hand to pull that knee out to your armpit. Then using the right hand to pull the left knee across your body, teeing out your arms, keeping your shoulders square to the mat. Sending your gaze over your left shoulder. Feeling that stretch in your lower back. Breathing here. Sending that left knee back across our body. down beside the right. Now taking both knees, bringing them into your chest. We're going to open your knees, sending your hands through the center and around to grab the outer edges of your feet, coming into happy baby. It's a good final stretch. As we pull our knees closer to the earth, we can use our heels to kick out. Maybe give it a rock back and forth. And when you're ready, bring your knees into your chest. Take an inhale, squeezing your nose toward your knees, squeezing every muscle in your body. And on an exhale, release all of that energy down to the ground. Allowing your feet to drop out to either side and your hands to lay beside you. Coming into Savasana. Allowing the practice to settle into your system. Relaxing all 10 toes. Relaxing all 10 fingers. Relaxing your shoulders to the mat. Releasing the tension between your eyebrows. Relaxing your eyeballs. Relaxing your jaw. Removing your tongue from the roof of your mouth. And just feeling the breath circulate your body. Deep inhale. Sinking deeper into the earth with every exhale. Let's just breathe here for a moment, and I'll let you know when to come back. If you'd like to take a longer Savasana, which I encourage, feel free to pause this video. If not, let's start to wiggle our toes and our fingers and awaken our bodies. Take some deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And on your next inhale, let's raise our hands above our heads. And as we exhale, roll over to either side, using your bicep as a pillow and bringing your knees into your chest, coming into fetal position. It's been said that if you rolled over to your left, your body is calling to be grounded. And if you rolled over to your right, your body is looking to be energized. So pay attention to which side your body intuitively rolled over to today. Now using your hand, keeping your eyes closed, let's press off the ground and coming to a seated position. Inhaling our hands high into the sky, allowing our hands to meet at the center. Let's bring our palms down to our forehead, letting our thumbs massage our third eye. Let us be reminded that the things that we put into our minds manifest into our realities. So let's fill our minds with positive, affirmative thoughts. Moving down to your mouth, let us be reminded to not only feed these thoughts to ourselves, but to speak them out unto others in the world. And now moving your hands down to your heart center, let us remember to be open to the act of giving and receiving love abundantly in all ways. And we bow to say, Namaste.